Hello! I have returned. I know, it's been a while. I kind of got caught up in finals, and then there's just chaos of life, and... well, here I am. I'm back. And as is tradition, of course, I've gone ahead and changed the character that I'm using. Because, you know, I can never just use the same character. Who does that? Who sticks to one character? Especially in Final Fantasy. Anyways, I felt like doing the Manderville questline today. And I'll be honest, I have done that questline before. At least some of it, not of its entirety. But I really want to start it on this character, who you're going to meet in just a minute. I would call him my other main, because I have a bunch of different characters. But aside from my main, this is the character that I use the most. And of course, then you already know about Freyr. Freyr I will not be playing today. He's one that I play on occasion when I'm feeling up to it. So, but this... everybody, meet Dim. He's a good little lad. Always cheerful. Quite charming. He's just doing his best. And he will be Reaper today. I have quite a few classes unlocked on him, but I'm going to be playing Reaper, so we'll see how it goes. Rise and fall of a gentleman. I hear you've been busy as a bee, Dimma. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildibrand? Have I heard of Hildibrand before? Has Dim heard of Hildibrand before? No, he has not. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildibrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Anyroad, 5 years ago, he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Mazea's 7th verse, Dalamon the Calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy. And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildibrand himself. We got a little frog over here. So he flies off towards Dalamund. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down. That was only recently that we found his body. Had a reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So, Nashu, Hildibrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at a wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte. So if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildibrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Thank you, Wymond. I appreciate it. Alright. Let me take a quick peek. So the Lich Yard, it's in Lan. Leave. Eastern? Yes. Off we go. I got me a bird. I got it from the Tombstone event they had recently. purchased it with the little tombstones. Oh my goodness. Can't even see him. Wet cat. Everyone's favorite. Alright. Nashu. Hello. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me? I have. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildibrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, him and me, or me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... Oh. This is all a joke. A big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh and laugh. Oh. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Gentleman Hero Hildibrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. Oh my. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him, but now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them, and then you could... you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Nashu, not to question your brilliance, but I have some reservations about this idea, this plan of yours. I think it might be, risky. Just a little risky. You ever tried to make friends with a zombie? I don't think the zambles like it very much. Oh, there we go. That is not a tunnel. There we go. Off we fly. I'm trying to open the map with the HUD off. Okay. So they should show up pretty quick here. I guess in the meantime... Somehow I thought that would be more climactic. A little less... that? Here's V-pose for Reaper for you. Very intimidating. And battle stance. Let's see, what else can I do? Oh yeah. So he's got draw and sheath now. Hello, turtle. Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep walking. Keep walking. Oh, no chat. There we go. Forgot I had that. We'll make that little nice and little small little box there. Make it nice and tiny. The Maiden's Rhapsody event that is back. I did do that. It was quite entertaining. Yeah, we'll have a little dance party and we'll talk. Gold dance. You can get it from the gold saucer. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone good, I hope? Day? Tonight? I have been... busy. Well, kind of. I got really busy. I had my last bit of school to finish up for my degree. Finished that up, and then I had a bunch of chaos trying to get the degree sorted with the administration's department. And that's all done. Then, of course, life is a bit crazy. And now I'm just brushing up studying so I can get my job. So it's been a good time. Hello, Dust Bunny. I'll tell you about Tim a little bit here. This little guy was my second character I ever made in Final Fantasy. He's an original character of mine, who I love. He's a great little dude. I just kind of got the inspiration to make him in-game, and then realized how perfect Makote was for him as a character. And I just kind of made him one day. And he's for RP purposes. I do love to roleplay in Final Fantasy. Love storytelling aspects, the writing, everything. And so I made him for that purpose, but now he's like my primary alt. Ah! Hello, Dapper Zombies. Okay, I think... Yep, alright. Give me 1 sec. I need to fix something in this. That's what I needed to do. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's much better. Sorry, I had to fix that so that my duty list was showing up again. Now we go. Oh, that was the wrong button. Or rather, I did it the wrong way. She's like, yes, make friends with them. And I'm like, yes, friends. I know how to make friends. Stab them. Don't care about you, Malja. You can just, you know, leave me be and I'll let you be. They are very, very dapper zombies, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, how could you look at these dudes and say they are anything but the most gentle of gentlemen? Look at him, look at him. Look at this Zamble. He's so polite. Okay, maybe not that polite. But still. So I know my bars are terrible. Had plenty of people complain. Or at least one person has complained about it. I tend to use my mouse a lot more than I should. One of these days, maybe I'll grow some bigger hands so that I can hit more buttons on my keyboard. But as of right now, my hands are small. Alright. You know, having something on this helps quite a bit. Oops. Okay. Up we go into the wild blue yonder. Nashu, I did as you asked, and I murdered people. Did you find the zombies? You did! That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? Curious parchment. Right upon this map of the Sagoli Desert is a flamboyant flowing hand. In a flamboyant flowing hand are the words, "A gentleman is rather than does." Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this map of the Sangoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south, and look, there's something written here. Gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of... well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sangoli! Back to southern land. New. Here we go. It's beautiful out here. I love the night sky in Eorzea. Look at that. How can you not? I don't think I misread the map. Maybe just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. A gentleman is rather than does. Show yourselves, foul fiends. Nothing. A gentleman is rather than does. Who summons the gentle dead men? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare this fine gentleman and fair lady your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. We hear and we obey. Off they ride. There they go. It is you! It really is you! I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildibrand. Hildibrand? Who is this Hildibrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombibrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord. You're a gentleman inspector. Inspector. Overlord. Inspector. Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of that blast is more like to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. Oh, I want that as an emote. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah! He remembers me! Inspector Hildibrand remembers me! Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. I remember. Mm. Ah! Just got the flower in his hair. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... Hmm? What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? Oh no, the zombies. It's the zambles. The zambonies. I feel like it's alright, dude. What the heck? My word. He just made the zombies into gentlemen. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine gentleman be? Could he perhaps be one of my many Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness? Could it be a case? It could be. Really? I have to discard this. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and skip the cutscene this time. And skip this one as well. Sorry for the bonk there. Alright, we got there. Back in the saddle. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildibrand from his true calling. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby dastardly things are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat, and the Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Old Eye is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildibrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Okay. Hello, Dust Bunny. Yes, you are here. Which way did he go, Dimma? Did you see? Oh dear, I've got to go find him. And change my outfit too. Okay. To the steps of Nald. Don't mind Dust Bunny. He's just an attention hog. Here we are. Look at this! Oh my gosh, look at this outfit. That's fantastic. That's awesome. I love the colors. I love the design. That's awesome. Oh, and look at this character design on this rabbit. That's cute. Look at these people. It's rare you see such few people in the Ethernet area. The main zone, the plaza. Words are hard. Alright. Angus. Beg your pardon? You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running around town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Oh, gee, it's fine. Sorry. I'll go the other way then. Right. It's time for speed. Hello, Silver Nettle. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander that likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's pa's cousin's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Okay. Will do. Botolf. Sorry, lad. But if it's information you want, you'd best be served by going to Wymond. The only rumor I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... suspicious. Down I go. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So, do tell. Just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! The almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear! The dead of risen and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he is not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which, begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden that said her most... This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, if it isn't the gentleman from the Segoli! A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It would be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Oh. Okay, there they go. Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you the last name yet. Oh. Well, Dimma, you may as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say, you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the Inspector. Ah, yes. Inspector Dimma. A Mikote after my own heart. Here we go. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pits of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions in Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details without which we cannot solve the case. But there is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. Oh, okay. All right. To Sunsilk Tapestries. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress, when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse, in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Coliseum, huh? Alright. Well, may as well run there. See no reason not to, honestly. There we go. Look at these dudes. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 ponzas, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponzas? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. What you thinking there, Nashu? These crates are everywhere, Dimma. I wonder what's inside. But I don't see how we can open... Ah, of course! I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. You know what? I'm down. Nashu's delight. Many cope with grief by taking... Oh. Perspiring man. Hey, Hildibrand, you want to stop T-posing? At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings, only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior. And man, resenting her prowess, whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we've found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, we'll collect it for safekeeping, nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course, that I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. And I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in the boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildibrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh, where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, that direction! Nyom. Hey, Ellie. I suppose, since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Oh no. Oh no. Have to go. Can't grab him. It's a place of driest bones, where the bones go to dry. Probably shouldn't have been doing such. Pardon me, water break. Evidently, Hildibrand's voice, that I don't know why I started doing that way, is apparently very punishing for my throat. Where the heck am I? Okay. I apologize, by the way, if the voices keep changing and everything's a bit ridiculous. I am no voice actor, unfortunately. Hi, I'm Humphrey. And you are? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me, a victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but there he thought to find a whelp. He found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magic to the right of us, magic to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lou. We were a core. He was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. He tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with my father's blade, bid him take it to the smithy for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging for forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, ye bleeding horse, and look at me! My flowing golden locks are no more. I've got bald from the stress and the heartbreak. Swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. You beat the shite out of me and took the old man's weapon. He used the gil to pay the Chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or his sword is. All right. Oh. Well, I have no idea what Hildibrand said there. What am I supposed to do, huh? Can't give him that which I don't have. Unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he was wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar! Oh. Okay then. I've not got much to say. Alright, AB. Hello, friend. Antique swords. Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant John Jopa is the one you want to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Okay. Lulalo. And that boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, a lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eleazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Oh. Eleazar's sword? Wasn't much to look at. But at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. I ain't doing it. John Pa. John Jopa? John Pa? John Pa. Hey, you. Here comes the trio. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, my wares I determined to be of dubious origins I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar. A well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there's a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Oh. I don't want to trick this guy. Apparently I've not remembered the entirety of this quest. This is beautiful. I'm more a fan of trees and stuff myself, but this is pretty. It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion my dearest mother tended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Okay. The body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up! Okay. Put some salamander oil on him. Ah, this comforting scent. As though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries. Knead the oil into my aching flesh. I just massaging him. Ah, the pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods! Yes, at last, my muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. Oh gosh, I need to read that differently. Why are you doing squats? Please stop. Please, sir. Please. Desist. Yes, right there, yes. Keep doing it like that, just like that. Like, oh, yes, now, once more, with feeling. Again. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just... Ah, never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good man. Nashu, don't fall asleep. That's right. Stay awake. Hi, Ellie. Muddy pebble. Somehow I don't think this is what I'm after. It is not. Holy pot. Nope. Muddy bottle. Nope. None of those are what we need. Oh, he's looking. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you've found? A worthless bottle, not the sort I'm looking for. Useless rock, a completely useless and unremarkable rock. Come now, what were you expecting? A rock that keeps corals away? Irrelevant potsherd. Well, at least you didn't pick up a rock at random like some people. So sassy. No sign of the sword John Joppa mentioned, I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that anyway? Did something cause you to? Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of... Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in these clothes. I'll go to Olda and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elazar's worries will be no more. We're tricking him. We're tricking him. We're tricking him. I don't want to trick him. Oh, no. This is a case of, you know, what's the lesser of two evils? Telling him, hey, your sword's gone forever, or giving him a fake one. I don't know. And for me, honesty. It's better to just be honest from the beginning with everything. Keeps you out of a lot of problems later on. All right. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. Gods bless ye, sir. Never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of a reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you were nowhere to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector! I've brought your change of clothing. I also bought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu! If you would just bring me that case... Inspector! Inspector Hildibrand! There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? Ah! The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. A challenge for me? Oh, at last, the curtain rises. Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildibrand, you look amazing. Hildibrand. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue, blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? Mm. Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim... My, let us call it what it is. Genius. I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of... No, it's gone. Never mind. Oh my word. Okay, well, I think that is a fantastic place to call it a night for this one. This is definitely killing my throat, and as much as I love doing this, I think it is time for me to head to bed. So, with a fond farewell from Dim and our cast of characters, I will bid you all a lovely adieu and hope that you have a wonderful and fantastic evening. Thanks for hanging out.